we're gonna create this search element. Let's look at the search element again. Search element is just a search icon inside the white layout. So for creating this, we need a package like React Native Vector Icons that is so popular between React Native developers. So we install React Native Vector Icons. How to do that? I want to install some package named React Native Vector Icons. I just search the Google. I find its GitHub page. How to install the icons package npm install --c React Native Vector Icons. You can just copy it, and I recommend you to close this node window, because when you install some packages, you have to restart your application to make your changes applied in your application. So I close this node window, it just ends, and I paste npm install-c React Native Vector Icons and hit enter and wait until it installs. Now our package is installed correctly and we want to rerun our application. React Native run Android. Now we restarted our application and we're gonna make use of our icons package. So I want to create this map icon. How can I do it? How can I find out what is the name of this icon? So we need two things here. I always use unicons in the vector icons package, but you can choose to use any of the packages, icon packages inside the vector icons that you prefer. But I use unicons, and I now tell you how to find out what is the name of the icon you need. In the documentation of React Native Vector Icons that you just learned how to install the React Native Vector Icons, you see these folders of the package. Go to the glyph maps. In the glyph maps, you see unicons.json. Click on it. You see a list of icon names here, but you'd like to find your own icon. So we go to Unicons website. And for example, search map. You see none of these icons match the one in the design. So I try feed, none of these matches. But sharp one matches. So I click on it to see what's the name of it. Map sharp. But it might be used with a different name, with a little different name in the Unicons in Vector Icons package. So search for map sharp. You see that it's exactly the same name as the website provided. Now it's time to create our map element. We will create a new file in the shared components named mapbutton.js. import React from React, and import Vue, for example, const map button Pay attention that I wrote the name of the file in camel case, and I'm writing the component's name beginning with uppercase letters because React Native doesn't accept lowercase at the beginning of the name of the component, but it doesn't matter if I use lowercase letters at the beginning of the file name. We create our element, export default, map button. I will remove this and include it in curly brackets. Okay, now we created our map button, and in the index.js export everything from map button, and we're all set. Now we need to use white round layout in our map button component. So instead of view, I need to use white rounded layout, and inside of it I use icon tag from React Native vector icons, and when I hit enter it auto imports from React Native vector icons. So we use icon, we give name map sharp, size for example now 24, and color black. Oh sorry, black. Let's go to home.js, and instead of white rounded layout we import map button. We remove all these unnecessary components. What's the problem? Undefined unable to resolve. Why should React Native vector icons from src components map button could not be found within the project? We have to import it from icons because we are just using icons names in our icon tag. Because of it, we should import icons from React Native vector icons, icons. If you are using any other packages in the React Native vector icons, you must import the icon from that package. Okay, save to see how it changes. Oh yeah, do you see the problems here? The problem is that we have imported icon in the curly brackets. It should be like this. Okay, let's refresh. We have something here, but it's not showing up. That's because it hasn't linked correctly. App src checking if React Native vector icons is linked correctly. src main assets fonts, and you see that in the fonts folder we do not have the icons. Okay, we have to link manually. Just open up the terminal and writing React Native link React Native vector icons. You see that nothing changes because you have to close this note window, then rerun the application. Now let's check if it's linked correctly. Android app src main, and you see that in the fonts folder we have all the icons in TTF format, and that's it. Okay, our icon is showing up finally, and here you see that our button has been expanded full width, but we do not want this styling. Okay, to reduce the container size, we have to give a styling of align self, flex start to our white rounded layout, so the container shrinks immediately. And you see that our icon is ready. One thing is forgotten, and that's the background color that we haven't changed here. Background color has some opacity, like I think 70%. Let's give that to the container. Okay, map button and background color. You can give RGBA 255, 255, 255, and the opacity in the end like 0.7. Yes, it's okay, but because we do not have the background color for our screen, we cannot see the changes clearly. Let's see what's the background. The background color of the application is blue, and its blue color is in hex. For example, I give a style to its background color sharp 3E 29. Let's see how it changes. Yes, this is exactly the blue color used in the application. But as you see here, it has an opacity of something like 30%. Let's give it in hex. How to do that? Okay, we go to Google opacity in hex color code. You see here the row of the opacities. Okay, let's see What is the hex code for 30% opacity? It's 14, and we add this to the end of the hex code, and you see how it changes. Now it's a little more than what we need, so let's try 20, 33. Okay. It's not the blue we want. Let's change it to 10%. 1A. 1A. Let's compare to our blue in the application. No, it's not the blue we want. I think it has used some other blue code like light blue. So how to find out what is the hex code or RGB code for this light blue that we have in this design? I always use this method. Just close this tab, go to your folder that you have your design. Okay, just drag and drop your picture to the browser, hit F12, in the CSS code here, find the color code, just click on it, grab the eyedropper and go to your blue code. Now that's it, sharp CC E7EE. Okay, I just copy that. I close this, open this one, and remove the previous, apply this, and that's it. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's almost okay. Now you see that our nav icon is exactly like the design. So we're gonna make the welcome element.